Hi, Bill Bose here. A lot of you know me as an author, speaker, trainer. I worked with executive teams, sales teams, sports teams, and teams in all kinds of different situations. I want to share with you something that happened this year. I don't want this to be a sales pitch. I just want to share with you something that happened. I was working with a team that had just about every kind of dysfunction you could imagine. I know back years ago, Patrick Lencioni wrote a book called The Five Dysfunctions of Teams, and he talked about the big five, or the absence of trust, the fear of conflict, lack of commitment, the avoidance of accountability, and inattention to the results of the team. This team had them all, and had them big time. In the book, he encourages managers to break out this pattern. The way that he suggests doing it is taking risks, encouraging conflict, not running from it, embracing the power of meetings and the power of truth, and above all else, rallying everybody around a common theme. I really didn't know what to do. This team they were fighting, and they were not having a very good success in breaking through, and neither was I. So I decided to take a risk and break a big mold. Everybody had been told to turn off their phones when they came in the room. I encouraged everybody to get out their phones and turn them on. I'd been looking for some time for a way to bring technology into my talks and presentations and training, and this seemed as good a time as any to give this a try. I told them too that if they had tablets or computers, to go to a particular site on their phone or any of these devices, and it was just a short website. They could just type it in on their phone and go right to it. They could sign into a proprietary chat room that I control, and they could go in there completely anonymously. And it took everybody about 60 to 90 seconds to actually get in there, everybody in there. We had 50 people in this chat room at one time. And in there, they would be allowed to say anything they wanted. It would be a free-for-all. And it was a big gamble on my part because, situations like this could go really bad. Turned out it was not only did it turn out to be great, but it was exceptionally exciting. I challenged everybody, though. I said, let's look at this online chat room that we're all going to go to now as the arena. I told them the story that Teddy Roosevelt, famous quote about it's not the critic who counts, it's the man that's actually down in the arena, the one whose face is marred with blood, sweat, and dust. He encouraged everybody not to be one of the cold, cruel souls that knows neither victory nor defeat. The team really took that up. People that had never really engaged much in the group suddenly found a way that they could do it. A lot of the talk that had been going on, that always happens in teams, the talk back and forth and the little language and the sly winks inside teams and stuff, where people know things but they never share it with the leadership or the management of the team. They had the chance to get that stuff out because I prompted them. I asked them questions, and I said, answer on your phone right here in the chat room. I had assigned a moderator to keep track of what was going on, and we made incredibly fast-paced change with that group. As a manager, you know that probably the 80-20 rules in your team. 20% of the people are responsible for 80% of the results. And it was with great excitement that we began to see that there was a whole lot of stuff going on in the team that nobody ever talked about. And as a manager, if you have the truth, if you can just get to the truth, you can make tremendous strides. But if you don't know the truth, you're just, shooting in the dark and hoping something good happens. By marrying this technology in the chat room, along with some guided exercises that I put together, this team and I went very, very far. And over the last year, I've been able to do this with some other teams, and it's been tremendously successful. I focus mainly on leadership and team building, and I really oriented myself to stay in groups of 10 to 50, teams of 10 to 50. I've used this in motivational talks. While I'm talking, people are responding and talking to one another. It's a tremendous way to find out a lot of information. Actually, you can find out all kinds of information that you never even knew you could know. Think about that. Think about if you could actually ask your team questions and really get direct, clear, clean, true feedback from them. Boy, you could really do some good stuff. Some of you might be kind of nervous what you could find out, but the fact is, As a leader, you need to confront the truth. You need to embrace the power of the truth in your team and, encourage people to have conflict, encourage people to get this stuff out. All great operating teams have ways of getting the poison out of the system and operating more effectively. I would encourage you to break the mold, much like I did. It's tough. I'm looking for leaders and visionaries that want to bring this in. I would encourage you to break the mold. I would encourage you in 2015 to break all the records, and you can do this using this approach. I just call it the arena. And it's fun, it's very effective, and your people will love it, and so will you. You'll love the results of this. By the way, I print out everything that comes out, the entire dialogue for the entire period of time that we work together, both during the times I'm speaking and the times we're doing exercises. It all becomes a transcript that you can have for future reference. I would encourage you to pick up your phone, pick up your tablet or your computer, and contact me at the email address you see right now. Get a hold of me. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, share with you what I'm doing. It's a fruitful thing. You can get a lot of people to do leadership trainings, teamwork trainings, motivational talks. You can't get anybody that can do this. This is fun, it's different, it's incisive, it's fast. You'll be fascinated. If you're the kind of person that's been looking for ways to bring high tech or the technology that's available today into these team growth meetings, this is your opportunity. Get a hold of me, make 2015 the best yet. Look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you soon.